1. Poverty is not an accident. Like slavery and apartheid, it is man-made and can be removed by the actions of human beings. Nelson Mandela. 2. The greatest destroyer of peace is abortion, because if a mother can kill her own child, what is left for me to kill you and you to kill me? There is nothing between. Mother Teresa. 3. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much, it is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. Franklin D. Roosevelt. 4. The real tragedy of the poor is the poverty of their aspirations. Adam Smith. 5. Poverty is the worst form of violence. Mahatma Gandhi. 6. The rich are always going to say that, just give us more money and we'll go out and spend more and then it will all trickle down to the rest of you. But that has not worked the last 10 years, and I hope the American public is catching on. Warren Buffett. 7. We think sometimes that poverty is only being hungry, naked and homeless. The poverty of being unwanted, unloved and uncared for is the greatest poverty. Mother Teresa. 8. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Seneca. 9. The first step in fighting poverty is to help people develop a clear picture of their future. Muhammad Yunus. 10. The poor man is not he who is without a cent, but he who is without a dream. Harry Kemp. 11. Overcoming poverty is not a gesture of charity. It is an act of justice. Nelson Mandela. 12. There is a sufficiency in the world for man's need but not for man's greed. Mohandas K. Gandhi. 13. It is not our differences that divide us. It is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. Audre Lorde. 14. Poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. Aristotle. 15. The problem is not that people are taxed too little, the problem is that government spends too much. Ronald Reagan. 16. While earning your daily bread, be sure you share a slice with those less fortunate. H. Jackson Brown Jr. 17. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. 18. The gap between the rich and the poor is widening, and the middle class is shrinking. Joseph Stiglitz. 19. Wealth is not about having a lot of money, it's about having a lot of options. Chris Rock. 20. If you want to eliminate poverty, everybody has to be involved. Muhammad Yunus. 21. The test for a society is how it treats its most vulnerable. Pope John Paul II. 22. It's not how much we give but how much love we put into giving. Mother Teresa. 23. No one has ever become poor by giving. Anne Frank. 24. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. 25. I am for doing good to the poor, but I differ in opinion about the means. I think the best way of doing good to the poor is not making them easy in poverty but leading or driving them out of it. Benjamin Franklin. 26. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Plato. 27. The world is a dangerous place, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing. Albert Einstein. 28. To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. Joseph Chilton Pearce. 29. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Peter Drucker. 30. Poverty is not a fate, it is a condition. Bill Gates. 31. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Mark Twain. 32. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Vince Lombardi. 33. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. 34. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Charles Darwin. 35. it always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. 36. Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. 37. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. 38. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. Thomas Jefferson. 39. Believe you can and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. 40. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Lao Tzu. 41. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Sam Levinson. 42. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. 43. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill. 44. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky. 45. The best revenge is massive success. Frank Sinatra. 46. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Japanese proverb. 47. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Henry David Thoreau. 48. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. 49. The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. Vidal Sassoon. 50. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. Jordan Belfort.